I don't think we had any great leadership last night. Listening to the Prime Minister, I was totally underwhelmed by the lack of leadership and clear message in terms of what was said in that press conference. I think it's important that we are trying to be proactive ourselves, and I think what is very important is that hopefully the Premier League will make strong decisions based on what is right for everybody within the game.
Well, up until yesterday, we were pretty convinced it was going ahead, so there was no real... The last 24 hours has been the concern and the breaking news, of course, of a Premier League manager being infected, and then all of a sudden you've got players. And as I said, I just mentioned that to my staff, what happens if one or two of players contract this problem? And unfortunately it's happened in the last 24 hours, so I can't see any alternative than to suspend it and see where we are in a few weeks.
I heard the one of the statements from the Prime Minister last night talking about would be listening, and the decision would be based on science, and that there's not necessarily a greater risk with people being together at sporting venues. If that's based on science, fine, but that doesn't necessarily make sense to me. If that's a fact, then that's a fact. What I would say is that I wouldn't want our fans to be going into a situation where they're fearful of contracting something that could possibly affect either themselves or a member of their family. So I think we have a responsibility the industry has the ability to take action and make decisions which are in the interests of everybody.
I think that's the only viable solution to it, because now if you've got behind closed doors, it's when you've got players and managers affected by it, then how are they going to play their game? So I don't think there's any other alternative for me is to suspend it, shut it down, and wait till everybody gets the all clear.
And if you had to play, if they said, look, the matches do go ahead...
Well, then we're governed. Then, of course, we're governed by that. But I really can't see the point of playing behind closed doors. The welfare of everybody is definitely key to all of this. The welfare of every individual is far more important than a football match.
I think that the rate with which the situation appears to have escalated this week, I think, has probably sharpened everybody's minds and opinions on the situation. I hear stories about us playing games behind closed doors, and I feel that is rather a misplaced sort of point of view. I mean, what about us? What about the coaching staff? What about the players? It's a contact sport. Play behind closed doors. I think it's naive at best, and it's, in my own opinion, this is not the club's opinion, I think it's a stupid idea.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube, and for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app, and for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.